Made on Ridgeway Sports Podcast, episode 43. Hunter Keister back with.
Okay, Mac, let's go.
Here we go, episode 43, and we are back on track covering another week in college football on this Friday night. Week number 10 now in the college football world, and we see starting this week off with a matchup that's going on right now as we speak. Late night Oregon State Washington Pac-12 matchup. Now, me and Kurt were talking before the show, and I have a gripe with this game. I mean, I get it's Pac-12 and they like to play them later because they're behind, but put this game at noon, man. There is no good noon games. The noon games this week are terrible, as you will hear in a second, and I'm just irritated because there's really good football on from 3 till the end of the night. There's going to be real good football on, but that first couple hours is going to be watching a game that's probably all going to be garbage games, so it's a little annoying, but this game right now, Oregon State will keep track of it. They are up 7-0, 9:19 left in the first quarter. So, gonna get started talking about the college football slate for this week. Getting back on track and starting off, let's just get, the worst of the worst out of the way. Starting off noon, Ohio State number 2 taking on Northwestern. 1-7. I mean, they are terrible. I didn't think they'd be this bad, but man, 1-7, 33 points to Iowa's putrid offense. How did that happen?
Pretty embarrassing.
Petras had 220 yards. I didn't know he could throw that many yards.
Insane.
Their running back almost had 100 yards rushing.
Makes
Wow. Sense. Northwestern. What's that dude? Fitzgerald?
Pat Fitzgerald.
That boy gotta go. They're terrible. They lost to Maryland by a touchdown. Got waxed by Wisconsin. Penn State by 10. Miami of Ohio by 3. Southern Illinois by a touchdown. Oh my God, their only win is Nebraska.
Ooh.
Northwestern, you are absolute, utter garbage. Please put up a fight. Please make this interesting. That'd be very funny. My pick is Ohio State by 35.
Yeah, first off, Ohio State for sure, but for me, big Friday night, we are talking the month of November, y'all. This is where things are getting serious.
Oh, yeah.
Heated. This is the month where this is where everything's going down.
Your season makes or breaks in November.
This is where everything's getting serious, so we're getting everything's just getting real crazy now.
It's crazy.
So let's take this with
we're closer
every week is,
closer to the end. We're closer to the end than we are the beginning.
We got 3 weeks left till it's big time.
And that's it.
It's already big time, but real big time.
God, that's crazy.
So Ohio State for sure for me, but let's just introduce the situation with how things are. This is what makes the season right here.
Yeah.
This is where we gotta make our push. We gotta make that push now. So
Gonna be crazy. Gonna be crazy last couple weeks. Exciting. And here we go.
So yeah. On the next game.
TCU, Texas Tech, 7 TCU undefeated, sitting at 8-0. Max Duggan looks like a very good quarterback. He came in within the first couple weeks for TCU and hasn't looked back. They take on the 4-4 Red Raiders of Texas Tech, and I think this game is probably a 17-point TCU win. They're going to keep rolling. They should win the Big 12, and they're going to have a chance to compete. I don't know how that schedule is going to end up looking to get them into the Final Four. They got a matchup with Texas. Baylor's unranked now, so that matchup really doesn't mean anything. Iowa State's not ranked, so that matchup really don't mean anything. They got wins over 17 Texas. I mean, they got some quality wins.
I think TCU has a really good chance of sneaking in
18
if Alabama loses.
18 Oklahoma, 19 Kansas, 8 Oklahoma State, 17 Kansas State. They would have 24 Texas, and then if Baylor ends up ranked, which it doesn't look like they will, they're 5-3, so maybe. But
Unlikely.
TCU could have a chance, but it's gonna be hard to see them getting over the SEC or the Big Ten schools. That's for sure. But
definitely none of the Big Ten schools. I think it'd be over like Alabama or something.
If they were to lose, right? So you think, Corey, you got Texas?
Yeah, TCU's favored by 8. I like them to win this game, definitely by 14 for sure. I think TCU's solid, and Texas Tech is just, they're okay. So TCU for sure.
17 North Carolina, 7-1 ACC matchup, taking on 3-5 Virginia. Virginia's 1-4 in conference play, and that just shows that they can't be very good because the ACC just isn't very good in general. So, give me North Carolina to keep it rolling and win by 10 points.
Yeah, I like North Carolina to keep winning too. I like them in this matchup.
Tulane, Tulsa. I mean, just really can't really say much about the noon games. They're really just kind of lopsided. 7-1 Tulane, 19 in the country, 3-5 Tulsa, 1-3 in conference play. Again, I just think this is an easy Tulane win and keep them rolling in the right direction.
Tulane with a win. What can I really say there? Tulane with a win.
Yep. Finally, now we got some games we can actually talk about. Big one, headliner, 3:30 matchup. Tennessee, number 1 in the country, taking on SEC foe Georgia, number 3 in the country. Both teams undefeated in Athens, Georgia. This game's going to be crazy. We will definitely be watching before the Michigan game. 1,000%. I cannot wait for this game.
Big game. I am very excited for the week in college football in general, but this matchup has been highlighted for a while, especially as Tennessee quickly climbed the rankings. So I'm really excited to see what that Tennessee offense can do against a really good defense and what that Tennessee defense looks like against a respectable Georgia offense, but not as good as Tennessee's, obviously. But nonetheless, a really good matchup. I gotta hear it first. Who do you think? Who do you got? Yeah, this is surprising to me. Georgia is big time favorite this matchup. I'm going
9-point favorite.
I'm going Tennessee to win.
Okay.
I like that high fast paced offense. I like their speed, their athleticism, and I think they put a lot of stress in that Georgia defense, and I think they're just gonna wear it out. I think they're really gonna wear them down. That speed kills, man. Speed kills, and when you got it, it's a very useful thing to have.
Yeah.
I like Tennessee to go in there and pull it off.
Georgia can match that with speed.
I like Tennessee. 30-24. 30-24.
That'd be a crazy matchup. 30-24.
30-24. Georgia has the ball. Stetson Bennett has the ball, and they fall short on 4th down.
Wow.
Yep.
Tennessee, Georgia. I mean, this matchup's really good. Georgia defense.
I cannot wait to see this.
It's incredible.
Because after watching that Tennessee Alabama game, I was like, yo, that
Tennessee may be legit.
Yeah, I was like, okay, they're serious.
Yeah.
They mean it. They're business.
I'm gonna go Tennessee here too. I like Tennessee. I like that offense is explosive. It's high powered. I think the defense can do just enough to stop the Georgia offense and pick up a nice close win. I'm gonna go 27-21. No, I don't like 30-24 sounds good. Give me a 33-27.
A little more points.
Yep. Bringing it back. Pac-12 matchup. 7-1 Oregon, ranked 8 in the country, taking on a crazy bad Colorado team, 1-7. Oh, who were your losses to? Beat by TCU real bad. Got beat by Air Force by 30. Beat by Minnesota by 40. UCLA by 30. A really bad Arizona team by 20. Wow, their only win is against Cal. Whooped by Oregon State, and they lost by 8 to Arizona State. Terrible. And then you got 8 Oregon, 9 USC, unranked really good Washington, and then number 14 Utah to finish out the year. They might finish with 1 win. They're probably going to finish with 1 win. Yikes. Colorado is awful. Oregon should beat them by 24.
Yeah, I like Bo Nix and the Ducks to come here in Colorado, take care of business, and get a big-time win. I like them to win by at least plus 30.
Yeah. It's crazy. Bo Nix looked terrible at Auburn, and then go to the Pac-12 and just flips a switch, and he's looked
I like what I've seen from him. I can't lie. I like his game.
20 touchdowns on the year, 2,200 yards. That's not bad at all.
5 picks.
And he's got Oregon with 1 loss against Georgia, and they're going to probably win the Pac-12. It probably won't be good enough for the playoffs, but they could really make it the Rose Bowl and really give
heck of a start.
Really give that Big 12 runner or the Big 10 runner-up some problems in that Rose Bowl game if that played out that way. That'd be really interesting. But looking at right now, Oregon gets the easy win. We'll move on to another 3:30 matchup featuring a Big 10 showdown. Number 15, Penn State, Indiana, 3-5, Indiana, 1-4 in Big 10 play, taking on 6-2 Penn State, 3-2 in Big 10 play. Their losses coming to Michigan and Ohio State a week ago. Penn State hasn't looked too bad thus far. Just didn't really have the firepower to hang with the top Big 10 contenders, but they'll still be, one of those middle of the pack, real decent Big 10 schools, honestly. Yeah. That's what Penn State really is at this point. I mean, their defense is good, but Sean Clifford just isn't.
He's a statue, man. Yeah. He's a statue.
He just wasn't what we all kind of expected him to be, especially this late into his Penn State career. And he just wasn't ever able to really get over the hump. And he'll still go down as a good Penn State quarterback, but yeah, I mean, this is going to end up being another average Penn State team. So who knows what Franklin does if he looks around at other jobs or what happens there. But for this matchup, I like Penn State to beat Indiana by 10 points.
Yeah, no question. Penn State's definitely a solid squad. They competed really good against Ohio State last week. Just some untimely decisions like that 4th and 3 call you did. James Franklin, what was that? That was so 1970s, dude. Like, that play call was atrocious. You play Ohio State, and that's what you come up with for a 4th down conversion? Terrible. They competed really. They could have won that game against Ohio State, but they didn't. So I think they showed they're a real solid team, though. So I like them to beat Indiana here for sure. No question.
Nice.
Might not be a pretty win, but it'll be a win.
Yep. A matchup that I'm definitely going to keep an eye on as a Michigan fan. 3-5 Michigan State taking on Illinois. 16 in the country, 7-1. Illinois, they play Michigan in the Big House to end the season, and that's a huge matchup for Michigan. Right before the Ohio State game, it's definitely a trap game, and we definitely don't get an easy opponent. Illinois sits here 7-1. Their loss is to Indiana, which is surprising. They only lose by a field goal, but they rank 16 in the country. They take on Michigan State, and we were able to manhandle Michigan State, so it'll be really interesting to see what Illinois does, and if Michigan can kind of prep for Illinois that way with a matchup looming at the end of the year.
Yeah, definitely interested to see how this one goes. I'm definitely expecting Illinois to win, but I want to see, how the game goes, right. The flow of it.
If Michigan State is able to put up any, because if they're able to even show any kind of resistance,
then that will show something we can definitely expose.
Yep.
So definitely something interesting just to keep an eye on.
For sure. Yeah,
but I do have Illinois winning.
Yeah, Illinois by 13 plus, but I'm definitely going to keep my eyes on it. And, hopefully we can find out some things about Illinois to try to expose them for the later parts of the year. But moving down the list, Oklahoma State, They got them. They put
Kansas.
some good conference matchups together this week. That's for sure.
Kansas is favored by 1 point.
Kansas is favored at 5-3 over 6-2 ranked Oklahoma State. That's crazy. The rise of Kansas this year, sitting at 5-3 on the year, with 3 straight losses. Baylor, Oklahoma by 10, and TCU by a touchdown. But they were 5-0 before that.
Wow.
5-0, 3 straight losses, and now they take on Oklahoma State. Wow. So I don't really blame them for favoring Kansas, but do they lose 4 in a row? What do you think, Carter? Do they lose 4 in a row, or do they get the win? Do they bounce back?
Give me Oklahoma State.
He's taking Oklahoma State.
Give me the Cowboys.
He's taking the Cowboys. Okay. You know, I actually
by a field goal.
Oh, wow. Close field goal win, too.
Close game. I think it's going to be a close, spicy game. A low-key, spicy game.
Yeah, you know what? I like the Jayhawks by a touchdown. I like them to snap their losing streak. I like them to pick up a big win and get ranked probably going into next week with this big win. But I like a touchdown win for Kansas here, and which should be another exciting matchup.
Spicy. Another 3:30 game. Number 20 Syracuse playing Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh is favored by 4?
Yeah, I don't see that.
Yeah,
4-4. Pittsburgh seems to be middle of the road. Give me Syracuse by.
Give me the Qs, man. Give me the Qs.
Give me Qs by 10.
Give me the Qs by an easy 12.
UCF 25. Memphis Tigers 4-4. Go Memphis. The backstory behind Memphis is we played at NCAA 14 Road to
college football game.
Yeah, college football dynasty, and put our blood, sweat, and tears into it.
We used their defense.
Yep, we used their defense only, and it was a great time. So we will always cheer for Memphis now whenever we hear or see about them.
Always.
So, this game, they favor UCF by 3. Memphis looks terrible at 4-4. I'm taking UCF. I'm taking UCF.
Yeah, Central Florida's actually a good team. Memphis isn't, so it's as simple as 1 + 1
right.
Can be Central Florida.
Kicking off the night matchups, number 6 Alabama 7-1, number 10 LSU 6-2. This is a huge matchup in the SEC, especially for Bama. Another loss already this year would effectively eliminate them from winning the SEC and even having a chance to go to the playoffs at all.
Yeah.
And for LSU already having 2 losses, they're just trying to really play spoiler, losing to Florida State by a point and Tennessee getting trounced by Tennessee earlier in the season. So they got to kind of just try to play spoiler in the SEC in hopes to try to kind of make the title game. But this is a really good matchup, I think.
I do think this is an enticing one. I think Alabama does get the win here, but I think LSU hangs within 10 points. I think they at least give it, like, they at least keep the game
competitive.
Yeah, pretty competitive. I think they keep Alabama on their heels, but just lack the firepower to, like, really take it to the next. Take it really to them.
To make it
really
close.
Put pressure on them.
Yeah, that's exactly my thoughts as well. I think a 10-point Bama win. LSU hangs around. Brian Kelly keeps his troops in the fight, but just doesn't have enough firepower.
There's not enough plays.
And I think Bama just knows that their backs are against the wall and they really can't afford to lose again. So they're going to go into Baton Rouge.
This is a big game for Bama, though.
It's a huge game.
Must win.
Must. Of course, they're
playing for the playoffs.
The rest of the year must win, but especially now with that one loss, the rest of the year's wins are imperative for Bama if they want to try to get back.
But Saban's that dude, so I got to pick Bama.
Right. Real hard to pick again, especially LSU just not really having the talent that can compete against Alabama, in my opinion, just yet. Moving on, a great matchup. Number 13, Kansas State. Number 24.
See, they should have put this on at noon.
Right.
Why didn't they put this on at noon?
One of these night games could have been at noon as well.
Or Clemson Notre Dame at noon.
Right, exactly. It sucks. The noon games are terrible, but 6-2 Kansas State, 5-3 Texas, 4-1 for Kansas State in the Big 12, and Quinn Ewers obviously playing for Texas. Who's Kansas State's losses to? TCU and Tulane. So 2 ranked teams they take losses to.
This is nuts. They really got Texas favored?
Quinn Ewers has a lot of power.
Man, no way.
You like Kansas State in this one?
I like Adrian Martinez with that dual threat. He is a major dual threat.
He's reawoken now at Kansas State.
I definitely like Kansas State here to win this game. No doubt in my mind. I'm definitely taking Kansas State.
Wow, nice.
By at least a touchdown.
I like it. I like Kansas State too. I like Quinn Ewers a lot, but Adrian Martinez just impressed me so much since he left Nebraska.
It's at home, no way, man.
I think they keep rolling. They get a big win over Texas, send them packing out of the Big 12, and yeah, give me a 7-point Kansas State win. Close game though. Sucks that Michigan plays at night because I would have definitely wanted to watch some of these games.
We should be on at noon.
Right.
Next matchup, number 4 Clemson versus Notre Dame. Clemson, they're 4, but they really shouldn't be 4. But, a lot of their wins have been marginal wins. Nothing really crazy, just marginal wins. They're wins, but just marginal wins. I mean, let's be honest. The fact they're ahead of... that's just crazy to me. They will beat Notre Dame because Notre Dame's quarterback can only run the ball, can't throw it at all. Their offense sucks.
Yeah.
Clemson will get a win. May not be pretty, but it'll be. I like a.
It'll be convincing, like 13 points.
I like a 10-point win. Clemson's only favored by 4. That's insane to me. Right. It will not be that close. If it is, Clemson's not all that.
They deserve to drop if it's that close. That's for sure. But give me a 10-point Clemson win. 7:30 Big Ten Network. Michigan 8-0, taking on 4-4 Rutgers. Rutgers is 1-4 in the Big Ten. Wow, all of their losses coming. They lost to Minnesota last week, 31-0.
Yikes! I don't know why they're in the Big Ten.
They lose to Nebraska 14-13, Ohio State 49-10. Iowa puts up 27. Give me Michigan 45-6. Something massive. I think they should really take it to Rutgers and try to get their offense that final last minute tuning before the real last end of the season comes. So give me a real big 42-6, 47-49-6 Michigan win.
Yeah, for me, for Big Blue, coming off of a big win versus Michigan State.
Yeah, we took Paulie. I hope y'all know. I just want to let y'all know. All y'all Michigan State fans, if you're listening. Yeah, we took Paulie.
A game we attended. We were row 19 in the end zone.
It was incredible.
Got to witness the 4th down stop we got on defense. That was massive when they were driving.
Right on the
we saw that stop. That was awesome.
Yep.
So a big time win. We can make some corrections and finish in the red zone and really put up some points here. I think we do that. Give me Michigan 51-7. I think we take care of some issues.
Nice.
Run game solid. Just a big win.
Finally put the ball in the end zone instead of taking field goals.
Indeed.
Sounds good.
Get some schoolmaker touchdowns.
Right. 3-5 Arizona taking on 14 Utah, sitting at 6-2. Utah has lost to UCLA and Florida. So they sit at 14. Not too bad for them. I mean, I knew they were a little overrated, starting the year. But taking on 3-5 Arizona, I think they can handle them pretty handedly. Give me Utah by 10 points.
Yeah, Utah's just a solid squad here. Yeah, they were definitely a little ranked too high in the beginning of the year, but that's all right. Everything just kind of corrects itself over time. So I like Utah here to win by About 2 touchdowns for sure.
Wake Forest 21, NC State 22, 6-2 both of them. ACC matchup. This is the pick'em game. Finally, another game we can really kind of dive into. Wake Forest has losses to Louisville last week. They got beat pretty bad, 3 scores to the unranked Louisville. And their other loss was a close 1-touchdown loss to Clemson. So that's kind of crazy to think about. But Wake Forest, that's a really bad look to lose that bad to Louisville. On
Yeah, it is.
the side of NC State, their 2 losses come by a 24-9 loss to Syracuse, and Clemson beat them by 10.
Hey, that's not bad though. 30-20.
I think I'm taking NC State. To me, they've looked better throughout the year, and they're ranked 1 spot below Wake Forest, which obviously means Wake Forest is favored by 3 in this matchup. And give me the upset. Give me NC State by 7.
It's like you almost read my mind. I saw the name Wolfpack and I said, yeah, we're picking Wolfpack. NC State for the win. Big win. It's going to be a real close game. NC State by 3. Field goal winner.
Wow, good one. Closing out the night with some Pac-12 matchups. USC, Cal, 7-1 USC, 3-5 Cal. Cal is 1-4 in the Pac-12. Cal has lost 4 straight games. We talked about them having they got a tough schedule. UCLA at the end, Stanford, Oregon State, and USC this week. It doesn't get any better for them. They probably sit at 3 wins. They maybe could hang with Stanford, probably not though. So I think this is just an easy open and close 21-point USC win.
Yeah, Caleb Williams has been killing it. I think they just keep rolling here. They'll put up a lot of points. Too much.
Caleb Williams with 24 touchdowns and
1 pick, man.
2,300 yards with 1 pick. That's insane.
That's what I'm saying. He's been really killing it. I like him to keep rolling. That USC offense is too dynamic, and Cal is just gonna get crushed.
For sure. To round out the week in college football, we have a UCLA Arizona State Pac-12 matchup. 7-1 UCLA, 3-5 Arizona State. UCLA loses by 15 to Oregon. That's their lone loss on the year. And then closing it out with Arizona State. They fire Herm Edwards early in the year. You know, they lose to Stanford 15-14. It's crazy. They beat Colorado. They lose to USC handily. Get whooped by Utah. Eastern Michigan by 9. And then Oklahoma State pretty handily. So, in this matchup, you know, I gotta take UCLA. Charbonnet. Thompson Robinson.
Charbonnet.
I'm so happy for Charbonnet. He didn't have any. There would have been no room for him at Michigan.
No.
He goes to UCLA. He has a really solid career. He should be an NFL draft pick, and I'm Michigan really happy because he started his career and was really good at Michigan. So, tip my cap to Jack Charbonnet, and I hope all the success unless he plays Michigan. So, hats off to him so far. I think they take care of Arizona State, and yeah, they just keep rolling 8-1.
Yeah, he was the exact reason why I was going to pick UCLA. Zach Charbonnet. He's had a really great season for them this year. 10 touchdowns, 964 yards. Like, it's pretty good.
Yeah, for sure.
So give me UCLA.
Nice. Well, that will do it in our college football coverage. Sitting at the game that's on tonight, 7-0 Oregon State, start of the second quarter. And that will pretty much do it for us for tonight. As we got a nice college football podcast going up for you guys sometime on Saturday. We will see you guys tomorrow night as we will dive into some NFL coverage. But for tonight, episode 43 is
43
in the books. made On Ridgeway Sports Podcast. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe, share, give us feedback, leave
all of it.
Drop some comments.
All the comments.
If you guys want to do like a league with me on PS5, let me know. I'll give you guys my gamer tag. I got a PS5 now and I got Madden and Call of Duty. So if you guys want to play some games, if you guys want to play some games, or if you just want to get scraped, I mean, I'll scrape you in head to head. So just let me know. It's on site whenever. Hope you guys enjoyed. Peace.
Adios.